Yo, 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 yo. Hmm. Taran, 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 taran. Ooh, it's hot. Nope. You know what I forgot to change? I don't know if I have a new low. What do I do? Let me add that. Add this. Go. Pam 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 pam. Oh, we're in a match, right? Shoo! Me. I forgot to plug my fan on this phone. Somebody dali. What the? I didn't see that. Can you go back? Possible go back. Okay, go to this one. Alright. See what's happening in the second one. Yikes. Hmm. Let me heal up real quick and then Okay. Jesus Louises. Yeah, boy. Mm-hmm. OMG. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah. Huh? Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh no, just say that you're. No, you calling me that earlier? Oh, shit, that's it. Yeah. Okay. I plug my fan, bro. Oh. Ah. Nope, 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 nope. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Hmm. You spin my hair right around, right around. Do I have this? This. Look for some airdrops, bro. Oh, someone's right here. Bot. It wasn't a bot, it was a real guy. Holy. I can actually go back. I can actually go back. You spin my head right round, right round. Go back for my loots, bro. Bitch. She didn't know that I can come back. Top of the roof, bro. Oh my god. I need a heal. 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 No time to heal, bro. Holy Lord! Whoa! I see that later. That's some fucking. Lena La Princess, what's up? What's up? Let me go ahead and plug my fan real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Oh snap! I gotta go to the trouble just to fucking connect. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the stream. Na 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 na. Woke up early this morning and I went to the father's dime. Oh, oh Lord, that's wrong. I'm a bad love. Ooh, ooh. Buddies, anybody's? Okay. There's a duo there. Oh, I'm dead. 3. Somebody's on top. There's somebody. Shit ain't gonna work that way. Okay, so we got a sniper, bro. Wait. What? I'm 1 HP, bro. Stupid. That was 1 HP, bro. That was 1 HP. You can go back. So why not? We'll do a watch party after this. After this match, we'll do a watch party of the PMWI. Bam 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 bam. Octopus. This loots. I go back for my other loots. Wow. I'm back. Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm trying to get this thing. Get my loot. Ah, I got my loot. Go up, bro. Up. Shit, bro. Wop, 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 wop. Watch one watch party of the PMWC watch party. Oh, let's go.
render of 4 matches in a row here on our second day. Completely getting themselves catapulted into the top.
What is here? The full? Yikes and yikers and yikes and yakers. Oh, I need that. Let's go. Ooh la la la. Damn, Inko. Inko, really? Damn. What happened, Inko, bro? Oh, snap. Zone shifted. Hearts don't give a fuck, cuz.
I know. I want to see him test it. That sounds really awful. Do you want him to qualify just to go lucky? No, I want him to actually be tested.
We saw them getting tested in day 2 and they did absolutely
I want him to be tested and them to do good.
Okay, so okay. Them to be in last place, guys.
What the? Sure, you know what? We gotta get Max a break here. We're berating him quite heavily. So let's take a quick second here and give him a quick little break. And we actually do throw it up for John Allen.
Hey, hot jukes. I think the match is about to start in like in 3 minutes. 9 o'clock. No gas, bro. Let's drink beer. About building my fucking health though. Close one, cause shall finish this match.
Bear in mind, this is the last chance our teams have to maintain their place here at the PUBG Mobile World Cup. The redemption story we all know and love. The underdogs that have overcome the odds. So without further ado, let's welcome our team, starting with Brute Force. D plus Kia.
Yeah, they were the first place. Look at that first chicken dinner. I'll do it.
More secrets about the Trident and the Kraken await discovery. Once again, just 4 places remain in this main tournament. You know that means the battle is going to be eliminations galore. Tempers will be tested. Composure will be mandatory. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let the PUBG Mobile World Cup survival stage begin. Casters, take it away.
What's up, everybody? It's time to unleash the Kraken. I'm Hot Jukes here with John Allen. Bro, the survival stage, we finally made it here. How you feeling?
Tell me, Hot Jukes, do you feel dead? Because we are going to be cutting some teeth. It's going to be brutal. They're going to be slaughtered very, very soon, I'm sure. They've got 12 matches to play, each of these teams. We are going to be getting into the thick of it very quickly. I'm so excited to see one of the teams that I've been following for a long time, back from the EMEA region, Team Spirit, take to the battlefields. I spoke about them before. I'm going to speak about them again. You will hear more from me about them as well, because I really am rooting for this team to be able to make it through. I think one of those 4 top spots, I think they could do it.
Oh, let's see. Hopefully we can talk about them in the finals, but that is it. 4 slots remaining here, and there are 16 teams that are going to be battling for them and literally just giving it all they got. As a matter of fact, before we started the show, I was backstage there with Ginny, and I got to look at some of these players walking in, and I could just see the nerves on their faces. And the reason why is because tomorrow, if they don't make it in top 4, not only are they going to go home, but they got to watch their keys get destroyed right in front of their own beaks, John Allen.
Obliterated before their very eyes. A soul-crushing feeling, I'm sure. And 12 of them are going to go down the drain very, very soon. Of course, only 4 of those keys are going to be kept intact. We've already sent 12 to those final stages in the last 3 days of games. If you didn't see those, go and check out some of the recaps, the HQ show as well. You'll get all the download. But we are going to be focusing now on our new set of 16. It is going to be tense, and cooler heads need to prevail.
You can say.
It is do or die right now. And, honestly, I'm shocked to see some names here. You know, for sure. D plus Kia had a monster day 1 in the group stage and then completely fell off the map in day number 2. And they're here for a reason. And another one, of course, Team Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot believe that.
That is crazy. This team was lauded as a favorite to win coming into this tournament, right? They're up there with the likes of 4MV, with Alpha 7.
That's right.
And they just did not stand up. They need some more backup for Top, because he was fragging out of his mind in that last day. The rest of the team, not so much. So today is their time to try and bring up that pace, to pick up those points, because it is going to be up to 4th place. 4th place back in the group stages sat at around 90 points, but there was a larger field, which means that likely we're going to be sitting somewhere in the high 80s for that 4th place finish for our teams here today and tomorrow as well, of course. So pushing up over that 90-point margin, that's what these teams are going to be looking to strive for. The target to beat 122 from Alliance in the group stage.
All right, well, let's see if they can do it. I mean, during the group stage, your math was on point, so I think that is a target that these teams are definitely going to have their eyes on. Now, we're about to head into Sandhawk, all right? We're only going to see 2 of those so far in this survival stage. You can see these players, they got those drop locations.
Oh, give me a copy of that.
Yeah, I need to copy that. That's for sure, you know, and at this time, where you have everything on the line, I think that that is a very soft agreement, if I say so myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if anyone is actually going to try and change things up, right? If there is going to be a wild hot drop. Because on these short game sets, right, it is so impactful to have a big game. If you can sneak away 4 eliminations right off the bat of something that someone isn't expecting you to do, that's huge. That's a massive impact coming into these games. When you're looking at a 10-point per game average being really strong, getting 4 points on that, just right off the mark, is going to be big. So as we wait for our teams to enter the jungle, we are going to be paying attention very closely to what happens at the start of this next match.
I was paying attention to that paper right there, and I saw 2 names dead center of that paper.
Okay.
I saw Team Falcons,
Ooh.
and I saw Team Spirit.
Ooh.
Are we going to see a hot drop in boot camp off the rip?
Well, Team Spirit were a team that were dropping around boot camp. They do sometimes do that trifecta split as well, so they can have that sort of position in the back pocket. But remember, Sandhawk being only 2 of our maps over the next 2 days is going to be a little bit different, right? It's going to change things up just that little bit. So maybe they're more willing to go for some risky drops on this map.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. Honestly, I've said it so many times. If you're going into a tournament like this, especially a 2-day one where every single map is so critical, if you're a confident squad, you have that experience, you know, and Team Falcons should be one of those teams, right?
Yeah.
Playing extra aggressive off the rip usually pays off because so many of these players are going to have those nerves. I mean, these 4 teams that just came in here, right? We can look at that. One of them being Team Spirit. They didn't get that warm-up play that so many of these other squads did. So if you're going to try and take advantage of it, you better do it off the rip, right?
Yeah, they don't have that hands-on experience with these teams, right, that so many of the others do. But looking at these 16 teams, I'm trying to pick out the 4 that I think are going to be the challengers coming into those grand finals, right? I think it's fairly clear. I'm back in Team Spirit all the way. Kitsune, a storied IGL with that cool, calm, collected stage experience on global stages. He absolutely can lead this team to victory, and they've got the talent to do so. I believe in them. Falcons as well, another team that I think we would both agree should be in those finals.
For sure, for sure. I mean, I was straight up shocked to see them, you know, in the survival stage in the first place. So hopefully we could see them snag one of those slots. But at the end of the day, 2 days, it's anyone's game. Anybody
I've taken
can
the
do
2
it.
Easy picks there.
Right,
out of the
that
4,
is
right?
true.
Do you want to throw anyone else's name in the hat on that one?
Let's see. Honestly, I mean, D plus Kia showed us some good signs of life. I wouldn't mind seeing them there. Mad Bulls has kind of been like one of those little squads that honestly disappointed me yesterday or the day before yesterday. Watching them play so passive when they could have got it done towards the end. I think that after that last match of their group stage, they had to go home and just say, you know what, we got to go back to the drawing board, because it's moments like that that either you go crazy afterwards or it's just dead silence.
I'm looking at Inco, the lil bro of Brazil, right?
There you go.
This is a team that sat in the shadow of Alpha 7 and Team Liquid for quite a while now. Whenever you talk about Brazil, it is those 2 rosters, obviously previously with Loops in the mix. That was there as the presence that they had. But I feel like Inco, they were 13th place, right?
What up, welcome to the stream. We're doing a watch party right now.
This is a top-performing team coming out of those group stages. They've got the most experience against the rest of this lobby. I think that they can do it. I think they've got the chops. We'll have to wait and see, though, because there are plenty of other teams taking that fight. And one of those teams, Team Liquid, in those finals already, they're going to be happy with that performance.
Yeah, another team, if I were to pick one more, I think I'd got to go with Twisted Minds. And the reason why is just because that storyline, them starting all the way at the bottom, working their way up little by little, and now here in Saudi. As a matter of fact, I talked to their IGL. I talked to Igor, right? And I asked Igor, I was like, you ready for the survival stage, bro? And he said, oh, I'm ready. I was like, there's only 4 slots available. He looked back in my eye, and he said, nah, there's only 3 slots available. Because we're getting one, you know?
Whoa.
So I was like, all right, I like that confidence. But, you know, at the end of the day, you either got to put up or shut up.
Yeah, coming from the PMSL as well. We'll see if they're able to keep up that pace to make sure that they are getting everything done, because that trophy looks sweet. And it is going to be one hell of a task to lift it. It looks pretty lightweight, but I assure you, it is one heavy burden.
Oh, man. You know what's going to help make it heavy? All that money.
Oh,
baby, all that money.
All that money.
$400,000 going to first place in the finals. That is what I'm talking about here. I mean, this prize pool has been insane. $3 million. We already gave $1 million away just the other day, and now we got another $380,000 to give away in the next 2. But it's only 4 slots. Only 4 slots. Yeah, a good chunk of that money is great, but you need to make it to those finals.
That's true. 4th place, the results, the reward for 4th place, $26K. 5th place, $25.5K. It's $500, but it is a whole lot of disappointment that's involved in that. And I say $500 like that isn't a lot of money as well, by the way, split between the players. That's a cool new pair of trainers,
That's right.
Each. But yeah, let's take a look at some more of our teams coming into this one.
Ah, eu acho que eles vão botar UMP em primeiro.
Eu acho que a WM.
Em primeiro?
É, eu acho que a WM é a mais famosa.
Tá. É.
Mas pode botar a UMP, né?
Eu acho que é UMP.
Pode ser a UMP. Tá. A WM em segundo, né?
É, a WM em segundo.
A WM. Terceiro.
Complicou agora.
DBS acho que tá muito famoso ultimamente. Até.
Ou Scarelli.
Ah,
É que é o público, né?
não, mas acho que.
DBS eu também acho, né?
Dessas aí, a Scarelli tem que estar, né?
Everybody in the
É, são os que será que na frente da DBS?
É, acho que sim, é. Na frente.
É.
Scarelli.
Scarelli, terceiro.
Daí depois sim, DBS.
É, agora DBS. DBS em quarto.
The bear can throw fucking shit.
Agora
Agora complicou.
SWK, né?
Pro público, será? O Berril um pouco
É,
gosta,
Berril
né?
ou SWK, acho.
A mais famosinha eu acho que é Berril.
É, entre
Mesmo que nós
Berril. Berril.
M762.
É. Agora SWK, né?
É.
SWK. E isso aí tá difícil, as duas são ruins.
Acho que Thompson depois Bison.
Thompson. E a última, pode
Bison.
mandar lá no fundo.
Essa é horrorosa.
O que tu acha? Nós acertou quanto?
By soon.
Acho que metade.
O top 2 acho que nós acertou.
Acho que
A
acertou umas
WM.
4 de 8.
Tá. Dá pra ver agora?
A gente acha que acertou 4.
Eu falei a WM. Caralho. Berril
A UMP
segundo.
tá onde?
Terceira. Junto com a SWK. Nossa, né? É impossível o Bison ser melhor que a DBS. Tipo, escolher.
Mano, os caras botou...
Não, tá doido.
Não tem como.
A
Vamos-
WM
a
eu
WM a gente
sabia,
falou.
sim.
É, eu
porque
tava pensando.
todo mundo gosta
todo
de usar
mundo gosta.
sniper.
Só que o UMP, tipo, os caras tão igual.
Shame.
Ah,
E
nós
nós
errou
sabe-
muito.
Nós acertou quantos? Nenhum.
Nós acertou...
Nenhum.
Nenhum.
Foi já.
Meu Deus.
Mano, mas não tem sentido.
Acabou.
Valeu,
Thank
gente.
you.
Assistiu. Obrigado. Até mais. Tamo junto.
Say nice. What kind of language is it?
We are heading into our first match of survival stage. That is right. It is just about to kick off with dual gaming chipsets and the 144Hz AMOLED screen. GT20 Pro will equip teams with up to 120 FPS. This is also the first batch of supported devices offering esports level performance and visually stunning experiences. In the 2024 PNWC, the first plane is up. It's a northwest lean, but it's Sandhawk. You can get where you're going.
Let's get it going here. It all comes down to this. Only a few matches that we're going to be able to see here, and quite a few teams are going home. So those 4 slots, who is going to get them? Right now, my eyes are right dead center of the map. Are we going to get that boot camp hot drop? I am seeing 2 colors right close to each other. And yep, it is Team Spirit going up against the Falcons early.
We've got another scrap as well, but we'll hop on board with this. Nurzed with the first knock over towards Team Spirit, but there's the trade. Nomi still down, not going to be res just yet, can't really find it. Another knock over towards Team Spirit, and it's a 3 versus 2 on the early scrap for boot camp. Naomi trying to move around Kitsune, going for the rotate around the edge. They're looking to try and put pressure onto Naomi now. He needs to hold his nerve, and it's not there. Team Spirit immediately dispatched, and boot camp a graveyard for this roster. Falcons able to take it home.
What a crazy start. Are you kidding me? And a really risky move from Team Spirit. Unfortunately, not paying off at all. Team Falcons are going to get the 4 eliminations off the rip. And they have all 4 up, so it couldn't have gone better for them.
What a way to kick things off. Falcons taking out one of their main rivals in Team Spirit for the first match. Still plenty to play, but that is not going to be good news for the roster.
Brutal.
They didn't even get 1 elimination out of that fight. It is no consolation. And boot camp might just go to the Falcons. I'm going to be interested to see what the Team Spirit team will do to adjust in the next Sandhawk. It's going to be a while before that. Let's look at this circle, right? We've got a southeast shift. We've got Quarry slap bang in the middle of it. IWNRX control a lot of the ground to the north side, but those compounds around that quarry going to be all important for rotational play.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be terrible. I don't know how Team Spirit need to find a way to bounce back after that, because not only did they sit at a group stage, they only played, what, 2 minutes of this map? And they're going to have to wait a good 30 to 40 before they can start playing again. So, oh boy, that is one of their 12 matches they're going to be playing here. Gone just like that.
That is out of there.
Oof. I'm looking at the
Ouch.
zone. So I always look at that northwestern island. We're going to see T-Pandem up there. They're the only squad that actually took that island. So they're going to have to find a way on in. And D plus Kia are actually in a really good position as well. They are all the way down, spreading out through Kampong and Docks. So they have that bottom right side of the map completely locked down.
Falcons and Team Spirit was not the only hot drop that happened. Painan also got a little bit spicy, with Harame Bro taking now 3 casualties to the Moneymakers, who have been shunting them out to the south side. That is a really important, again, rotational pass point, right? In Painan, being able to control that ground, really important.
Best
But
ticket
that hill to the northeast
blast.
is always its Achilles heel, right? You've got that difficult overlook to deal with. If Seiji Osaka move into that position, they might be able to spot a moneymaker or 2 and pick up a point for their troubles.
Oh.
Rook coming up proper. Zedwolf
What?
just spraying them down. They've got a crossfire. Rook just disappeared.
Gone in an instant. Just like that. I mean, we're seeing teams go out like crazy off the rip. And let's look at the replay here, though. Oh, my goodness. Icy coming out from the other angle, finding the M4. How fortunate. And just putting in some work. Team Spirit didn't have a chance. Look how many, you only had like, what, 14 rounds left? That's all you need.
You only need 4 shots, right?
That's right.
I suppose if you can get one through with the appropriate caliber, you only need 3 even, or 2.
What a way to start things off. Looks like some teams were kind of thinking alike, because aggression off the rip seems to be the way. And it has paid off for quite a few squads. You got IWNRX with 4, Falcon with 4, and Moneymakers with 3.
Crazy.
Bro, that last player is going to have to find a way to scavenge a couple placement points.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to find something into this one. I'm not too hopeful for it, however. Sandhawk can be treacherous at the best of times. South side of Quarry, around the cave area, currently starting to get more and more occupied. TJB hold the areas around cave, around the top of that hill, and they should be able to exert a lot of control over the surrounding area. Besiktas currently split 2 and 2, either side of the crossing down to the south edge near Bantai on that side of the map. So potential for them to remain split for just a little bit longer. I don't think too many teams are actually going to be putting too much pressure on them, so we'll see what they're able to do from that south edge.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Right now I'm looking at Team Falcons. Team Falcons are still in boot camp. Normally I think we see a lot of teams in a position like this leave pretty early and try to take that hill right above them. But I think since they have those 4 eliminations, let's look at this. Oh, it was actually a knife battle to start things off. N16 coming on out. And you can just see him shaking his head. No, please, no.
You're not going to be able to convince them with that.
No, not in the survival stage, that's for sure.
No, those points are gold dust right now. Inco currently still holding around the bridge. It looks like they want to try and catch someone moving from Camp Alpha, but that's not to be, because currently nobody now remains on the northwestern island. They're still vigilant. They still think something's going on, but they're going to have to get on their way fairly soon, because all the crossings are now going to be really treacherous ahead of them, trying to move out to the east.
Yeah, this is what I like to see, though. I like to see teams scouted out, just really trying to check every single angle before they start moving. I don't want to see any kind of crazy, third, fourth circle drive-ins to the middle of the map. That just doesn't work. And honestly, I was so shook. I was actually talking to Calaris about this. We were really surprised to see some of these kind of wild rotations from these players during the group stage. So I hope a lot of them took that day off, did their homework, and realized it's a lot better going out with an M4 in your hand than just kind of just driving, silly-willy all in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I've just noticed? Is that the 2 teams have gone out. 2 of our new teams.
Oh, that's right.
Right? So maybe
Rook
what you were talking
and Team
about,
Spirit.
that freshness, that coming in without having had the grind of the previous 3 days of games, maybe that's coming back to bite them. We'll have to wait and see if they can pick up the pace. Obviously, it's the big Sandhawk asterisk that sits atop that result in this first match, but I feel like Team Spirit may be a little bit more excusable than what happened to Rook. They just rolled up to IWNRX with nothing.
Got shredded just like that. Take a look here at Paradise Resort, now outside of the zone. Let's see where this next zone is going to go. Are we going to get another crazy shift, or will it center on up? You know all these teams that are right there. Oh, okay. This is actually a really good shift for Inko.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, these guys have been holding this bridge still in the blue zone. I feel like now they've got to figure out, okay, guys, maybe there actually isn't anyone, but they've definitely cleared out their flank, which is going to be a big attribute to them.
Yes, yeah. Now they know that their backs are going to be clear, because if someone was going through that bridge, they would have definitely, you know, passed it up by now. So now they're going to start heading their way in little by little. Only team they really got to look out for is Moneymakers, but we do see a little bit of a fight start to ring out. At least one of the Mad Bulls getting caught on rotation. Now we're seeing Team Falcons punishing another squad as well. The shots are definitely starting to ring out.
Falcons on 5 eliminations. They've moved southeast from boot camp, holding down IWNRX, controlling the west side of this quarry. They're in a really powerful split right now, and not too much pressure being exerted on them. With the Mad Bulls trying to flee underneath them, try and get away from the position that they hold, it doesn't look too likely that they're going to go for this crash. Once they res up, they might try and fall back, but they've already got that outpost further south, and the regroup there far, far more likely. So IWNRX in a pretty safe spot right now.
And IWNRX was one of those squads that you were looking at hard during the group stage and just came up short. I mean, just from your experience, why do you think that was?
It just felt like Zedwolf wasn't able to be enabled in the same way that he was during EMEA. The guy was insane. He still is insane at the game.
For sure.
Coming into this one, though, just wasn't set up, wasn't enabled. It felt like there was just no synergy amongst this roster. There wasn't any sort of initiative being taken, and I don't know really what to chalk it up to be honest. It's
so many reasons.
It's just a real tough lobby, I guess. That's kind of
that's a fact
where it sits for these guys. And yeah, I was disappointed with them. They had that really strong final match, right? But it just wasn't enough.
Was that a double knock? That was a double knock right there from the final player of Harami, bro. Unfortunately, yeah, he's all by his lonesome. He's going to try to be able to throw another one here, maybe get a confirmation. Actually throws it into that door. Oh, he's ringing out with the DBS. He's in trouble.
And he
Moss, gotta get it done. Oh, he's down to like half an HP, and he's done for.
That is going to be our first team from the group stages getting eliminated in 14th place. I don't know, bro, 0 points, but Team Pandem were not too far away from the chopping block either on that engagement either. So we'll have to wait and see how much further they can go with the 2 players they've got. Inko have made their move. They're trying to sweep through, and who's in their way? It's the Falcons. They're going to be looking to pick up even more points now. 5 eliminations already. Is Inko going to be able to change things?
Solid rotation for the Falcons. They came here from boot camp, and they catch Inko off guard here, and they are punishing him. That's 2 knocks, and then Nenebete up top being knocked. That completely eliminates that angle. Gary going down as well. It's all up to action.
Trying to move forwards. Putting that Molotov in. Vitali trying to hold down the off angle, but the smoke is there, and there's an off angle of their own for Falcons. Icy able to cool things down now. There's action heating it up in return. Nenebete turns tail. Inko cannot punch through the Falcons' hold.
Yeah,
wait, Falcons are on the south coast. They've crossed the river.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they did. Yeah, they moved on over. And they held that edge really, really well against Inko Gaming. So Team Falcons, 8 eliminations already. Every single player up. Now things are going to start getting tough, though. They got to push through either Pinon or maybe try to rotate down south through Camp Charlie. We'll see what they got to do. But, you know, they don't have much time to do it. Only 47 seconds on the clock right now. And this next zone is going to start really punishing teams.
Yeah, it's going to push that south side in. Moneymaker's going to have to leave Pinon and Falcons rotate back through. IWNRX consistent, though, in that west point position. They have moved a little bit further out now. They've just stretched their legs away from the compounds, away from those warehouses to take control of some hillsides. I like that from them. I think it's the right decision at this time. Brute Force might backfill, though.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm looking at Team Falcons, and Team Falcons actually decided to go north. So they are going to be going through that Pinon Bridge, yeah, and are going to be trying to come through the top through Quarry. And it's possible that, you know, they felt that this side would be a little bit more free, considering that it is the hard shift side. It's not a full hard shift, but it does give them a little bit room to breathe. So let's see how they decide to push on in.
Action, bro.
Marauding around. I believe that's the direction that they rotated from that north shore, because remember they started in boot camp and then went to that south island. I believe that north bridge was where they rotated from, so it was the clearest that they knew to scout and return. But Brute Force now might be A little counter up on the tracks, but with the shots ringing out now, I think Falcons are going to know. They dip into the blue, actually, to just get even further around this one. They're playing on the east side of Quarry. Might even crash into D+ if they go much further.
They're playing it very, very safe right now, but they got to be careful because in territory. They have no idea where these other teams are, but let's see how they decide to sneak in. So instead, they fully send it on down into the Quarry, and that is going to be semi-safe for now. Brute Force is going to have some good eyes on them. Oh, they're burning up bad. I'm surprised that they continue to send it on over here, but they do survive.
Okay, they managed to get to some cover. The vehicles, though, gonna have to be ditched. Playing into
Damn,
Quarry,
that's why I hate playing Sanhok.
it's risky. It's really risky, because especially when you got Brute Force who know where you are, with D+ who now know where you are. D+ Kia gonna start to put the punishment down towards Action. He's got a nade. He's gonna pull the pin up towards that watchtower. That could be good. If it gets through the window, I don't think it quite tagged on in, so it's not gonna have the impact that we're looking for. Brute Force took a knock in the meantime.
That was such a risky rotation from the Falcons. I mean, they could have just pushed in little by little and used their weapons, but instead, just crazy bold. They're so lucky that UAS even flipped over right on time, and they were able to make it into this next circle. The only thing is that they're completely trapped here. Like, if the zone goes anywhere away from this, they have no means to get there other than their 2 feet right below them.
Yeah, those gaps gonna need to start to
hoof it,
plonk their way forwards. It's going to be a tough march, though. Moneymakers onto the hillside. They've left from Painan now, and they're pushing up towards CAG Osaka. Both teams on 4 players alive. 4 eliminations already on the hot drop. And D+ Kia going to find action from Falcons in the meantime in the Quarry. The fight on the hilltop now for Moneymakers and CAG Osaka going to rage on as the nades go back and forth, and Koa goes down first. Nades coming back, and Garnet wants to put another one right on the money, but it's not quite going to do the damage to get the flush. Nox not going to be coming through thick and fast. There was a re-knock, by the way, on the Falcons versus D+ Kia fight as the circle shifts out far to the east. That's going to be interesting for them. The nades for Moneymakers, a second knock, and in goes the UAS. They spray forwards, but there's an answer. Icy Boss at the back will be able to take the first approach down, but it's all up to him. A nade, a smoke, a Molotov's going to push him out wide. The blue zone's going to take him down, and that is all she wrote for the Moneymakers. 4 points on the match, and that's all they'll find. 5 elims, they did get one.
Moneymaker.
Now let's go ahead and move on over to this fight, TJB versus Mad Bulls. And it looks like one of their players is out of position. Yeah, he's going to get eliminated, so that's down to just 2 remaining squads. And this fight is really going to ring out because this is center of this next circle.
Damn, this is
GK first,
crazy.
actually, they can wait. They shouldn't mind having to share this compound. But if they're going to make this push, they have to do it right now, because third parties are going to be coming like crazy in just a few seconds.
It's a really important compound for TJB to try and hold Twisted Mind's position right now. I'm a big fan of, once Besiktas regroup as well, this south side, I think, is going to be a stronghold in these next phases. The difficulty, of course, is there's a little bit more crunch to that south side. That cave top hill can also be pretty dangerous if a team tries to approach, which is why Besiktas are trying to keep such a wide split right now. They need more control to hold that top spot.
I didn't even want to say it, John. I have been begging for a Sanhok cave circle since like the beginning of time. So I want it so bad. Come on, Zone. Go down south. I want to see a cave finish.
One of the best finishes I've ever seen. It wasn't very loud. In fact, it was a 0 elimination chicken dinner that came through. It was De Muerte at the time, and they hid down in the cave, and everybody else couldn't out-heal the blue. They just had more meds with the last player for De Muerte, and they were able to get 0 eliminations and win it out by hiding in cave.
Oh, let's see if we can see that. Meanwhile, the Falcons are going to be trying to make it happen here on the north side where Quarry is. D+ Kia throwing some nades, trying to make the rotation even more difficult. Icy is starting to find some angles, though. He is able to make it up the hill. D+ Kia need to start watching their backs here soon.
9 eliminations now for Falcons. They are angry that they did not make it into those group stages.
Oh, that nade.
Positions, a nade up top nearly finds top K. Gonna be taken down a little bit lower. There's a spray from an off angle. Another nade put up towards him, but no knocks found just yet. Top still is alive and kicking, but he needs to get some healing done to avoid another nade. And K, same story for him. The shift out to the west forces them to play around the edge of this quarry even further.
RIP K finish. The dream has ended, but you know what? The dream is just beginning for so many of these squads. The Team Falcons are absolutely crushing it. 9 eliminations so far. They're going to have to find a way into this next zone. You can see them starting to hoof it towards that circle. Icy is the one that's stuck out of position here. And with only, well, actually he has 3 smokes, or those stuns. No, those are stun grenades. So no smokes to his name. He's going to have to do it with the bullets in his M4.
Brute Force making their way across the west side of the quarry ridge. And it's not going to be slowed down, but it will be stopped. Actually, Top finds the angle that they were looking for, and they will slow it down. But Top goes down in the meantime. Brute Force move into the bottom of quarry as well. That basin starting to fill up
Crazy.
now. And it is so much pressure that the Falcons have been bearing for a while, and I'm surprised that they've made it this far with all 4 players alive.
Top is knocked. Let's see if Action's able to make it across. Oh, Brute Force saw it coming. They're applying that pressure to Action and just forcing him out right here. Blue zone is going to start closing in the next few seconds. It's another team down.
Oh, let's go. Action. Spray down towards the Brute Force front point. They're looking for that res, but the control on the cross from Neos is so impactful right now. He's going to get pushed out by the blue, but the nade goes up high. Is it going to reach over that cliff face? It bounces just a little bit short, but bobbles down. Doesn't find a knock. Not quite. And Neos goes down. A pivotal pick for Action to be able to find his teammate, and Top might even get the res here.
Let's see if it's going to happen. The zone is starting to close pretty quickly. I think they're going to have to let him go for now. Actually, never mind. They're going for that res. That zone is on the thin side, so it is closing ever so slowly. The rest of Brute Force, actually, it's only 1 player left. It's Freezer.
It's all up to the rookie for the roster. Freezer in his debut season.
Oh, in the open? No way.
He's doing work for Brute Force as a champ, but he can't hold up to the brutal force of Falcons. They just tear him apart, and it's 12 eliminations now.
Oh, just feed them. Just feed them. Team Falcons are soaring right now. 12 eliminations, 3 players still up, and they did it the hard way. Top now getting knocked by TJB. Every single team is facing the Falcons at this point. Can they continue to hold on as we now look on the other side of the circle? IWNRX finally trying to make a name for themselves. 7 eliminations. They're off to a massive start.
This is one hell of a sequel to the tournament. We are going to get a real treat right now. If IWNRX actually start to turn things on, it is a fascinating, entertaining roster to watch. So I am really excited. They've managed to start this sweep out on the western edge. They're looking to control the high ground now. They've got 7 eliminations. Sure, Falcons rack up the Baker's dozen with 13 now, but IWNRX still have plenty more to go, and they're in a better position.
Team Falcons with 13 eliminations. How are they still up? Now Top starting to shoot up the hill. He gets that knock. That buys his team enough time to just start moving. These guys are just too good. It is really IWNRX's game to lose at this point. They have so much real estate here, but they got to stop the Falcons.
Another nade, going to do a lot of damage. Doesn't quite get the knock over towards Frozen, and he's got that first aid off as well. Keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Swain's there for the backup.
Gotta hit it.
Strafing back and forth, and finally the Falcons fall to IWNRX. 8 eliminations. TJB, I believe, had some third-party action going in over that way to keep the suppression up. That compound for TJB, I said it before, was all important, but it is IWNRX. I mean, do you need any more of an indication as to who's going to win this one? You can't predict anybody but IWNRX on this.
Hey, you know what? IWNRX just got this game on a silver platter. They should win this 100% of the time. If they lose, it is 100% on them. So let's see what ends up happening. Last few stragglers trying to soak up some points. Good to see Mad Bulls making it here toward the end. But with that blue zone coming, that is all she wrote.
TJB holding the north side, the cross attempt from Twisted Minds. They are trying to make it work, but Ratto Boy cannot make his way across. Wasn't able to scurry his way on through, and now TJB have to leave. IWNRX have a shooting gallery, all of those ducks trying to hop out the barrel, and it's just not going to work, Hot Jukes.
They better hop out quick because GK first. Oh, we're trying to get a critical knock to make something happen for his squad, but IWNRX, they got that barrel locked down.
It is not an easy time. Only longs for TJB, and IWNRX, they channel the force that they were able to exert in their final match of the group stages. They play with a gifted circle towards the end, and that is how you want to close it down. A big statement made for IWNRX, a statement made for Falcons as well, as they open the bidding with a big
bad.
sandhog.
All right, I'll do it.